This is the answer key video for Chapter 6, Lesson 5. We have to solve each equation and check our solution. For number 1, it says 8 times the sum of s and 3 equals 72. So times the sum, to get s plus 3 by itself, I would have to divide by 8 on both sides because the opposite of multiplication is division. Now 8 divided by 8 is just 1, and 1 times s plus 3 is just s plus 3. 72 divided by 8 is 9. So now I have s plus 3 equals 9, and I have to get s by itself. So I have to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. So I have to subtract 3 from both sides to get s by itself. 9 minus 3 is 6. S equals 6. Then I can check my solution by substituting 6 back into the equation. 8 times 6 plus 3 equals 72. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. Number 2, negative 7 times the difference of z and 6 equals negative 70. Divide both sides by negative 7 to get z minus 6 by itself. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1, and negative 70 divided by negative 7 is positive 10. So it's subtracting 6 right now, so I have to add 6 to both sides to get z by itself. 10 plus 6 is 16. Z equals 16. Number 3, t plus 8 all multiplied by negative 2 equals 12. I have to divide both sides by negative 2 to get t plus 8 by itself. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by negative 2 is negative 6. So now to get t by itself, I have to subtract 8 from both sides of the equation. So on the right, I'm actually doing plus and negative. So I'm left with t by itself on the left and negative 6 plus a negative 8 on the right. Negative 6 plus negative 8 is negative 14. For number 4, I'm going to rewrite it. So 8/11 times n minus 10 equals 64. And if you multiply by the reciprocal of 8/11, it'll be 11 over 8. So then 11 over 8 times 8 over 11 is just 1. So I'm left with n minus 10 on the left. And then when I'm multiplying 64 times 11 over 8, I see that 64 and 8 both have a factor of 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So it's 8 times 11 over 1. 8 times 11 is 88. Add 10 to both sides. N equals 88 plus 10, which is 98. Number 5 says negative 6/10 times r plus 2/10 equals 1 8/10. For these kind, when it's a decimal, you just have to divide by the decimal. Divide by negative 0.6. This becomes 1 times r plus 2/10. And then 1.8 divided by 0.6 is 3. And then that's a negative 3. And I'm just going to check my math. 1.8 divided by 0.6. Move the decimal over 1. Okay, so then 16 goes in, or 6 goes into 18 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract to get 0. Okay, so it is 3, and it's a negative. Now I'm going to subtract 2 tenths from both sides to get r equals negative 3 plus a negative 2 tenths, which is negative 3 and 2 tenths.